I accidentally hit stop recording, so this will have to be a new video. Oh, this little pretty passion flower over here. I don't think I'll ever try to grow passion flowers in pots ever again because they do so well in the ground. Everybody that I have given cuttings to, theirs has just flourished in the ground, and they ended up getting more blooms their first season than I have, I think, in probably my entire career of growing passion flowers. So it is a futile effort. But they're very pretty. I'm happy to have them in the ground. Hopefully it won't be too cold this winter and they'll come back. And then I grew this tomato just, I don't really care a lot about tomatoes, but just to grow something. But I have no idea what kind it is. I got the seeds from the library. It just said some sort of indeterminate tomato. And I learned about that. It's indeterminate height. I'm sure you probably already know all this. But, and then somewhere in here, I think I have a little shishito pepper. Just one single little lonely shishito pepper. Which I love those. They're so yummy. And then this is my little kind of extras nook. There's a banana plant my sister gave me. Yeah, nothing super exciting. Maybe some little shrimps from cuttings. These are so cute. I love these, and I stick them in the greenhouse during the winter, and they'll bloom all winter. Very happy. This is more seeds from Colorado. This is borage. Hasn't bloomed yet. I don't know if it will this year or not, but seems happy enough. And then let's see here, more coleus. Oh, and this is a turmeric root from the grocery store that I grew that flowered this year. Isn't it so pretty? I just love it. It makes me so happy. So the bloom stays for a really long time, and literally I just bought a piece of turmeric from H-E-B and it did all this. Fancy, huh? Let's see here. Oh, this little pincushion flower. This is another little wildflower from Colorado. A little wild pincushion. And they're just so cute. I love pincushions. But this summer I almost dug it up because I thought it was done flowering. But sure enough, it gave me another little flower the other day. More hollyhocks. I have this. I love hollyhocks. I've only had two bloom. But I think they're so lovely. And then my gardening friend Indu and we decided the other day that this balsam, it's also called Touch Me Not. We decided that this was our winner for 2024. This thing is so hardy. It is heat hardy. It is cold hardy. It does like a lot of water, but that we are willing to give it. And then it reseeds like crazy too. But I'll show you why they call me Touch Me Nots if you don't already know. They're really fun. So, when you touch them, oh, these aren't ready. Hang on. Let's see if I can get in here. Well, at any rate, I guess they don't mind me touching. The one time I'm trying to must be because it's so wet out here, possibly, or they're just not ready. But anyway, they pop open. The pods shoot open like a spring and then fling the little tiny seeds everywhere. It's really fun. And then this is my first year successfully keeping nasturtium alive. It's flowered just a couple of times, but I don't mind because I think the leaves are just so adorable and whimsical. I feel like I'm living in a little fairy tale when I'm around nasturtium. Let's see if any of these will. This is crazy. Okay, nope, just not gonna happen. Okay, one more try. No. I just smushed it. Ugh, whatever. Then here I've got some, I think this is catmint from my mom's in Colorado. I just planted that from seed in the spring and it's gone wild. This is my little, I call it my mint mountain. just different types of mint. There's some orange mint. I think actually I got with you guys, or maybe just Kay, when her and I went to, she and I went to, what's it called? Barton Springs Nursery. And then this is some creeping thyme, also from seed this spring. It's cute. I like it. Just started flowering a few weeks ago. And then these are a couple years old now, and they just love the cold. The dianthus, or Sweet William. Maybe it's the same thing. I don't know. And then I've got a bird of paradise. Did you know these are hardy to 20 degrees? Crazy. Oh, and then my first little pansy bloom from seeds this year. The breed is called Swiss Giants, but mine aren't very giant. They probably need a bigger pot. Then I've got a rose over here that I took from a cutting at my doctor's office. And another little variegated rose or bicolored rose from the clearance shelf at H-E-B. And then this is the one, this is one I am most excited about. It's called moon carrot flower. It's not a carrot, it's just a flower, and it is so beautiful. It's a biennial, and I learned about it last year when we were in Colorado over Christmas, and I obsessed about finding either a plant or seeds, and finally found some in early spring and planted them. So hopefully next year I'll have some big moon carrot flowers. I am so thrilled. I'll have to send you pictures of what they look like, because they're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then this is a tea olive. My friend got this for me. It's like, it's had an aphid attack, so it's recovering at the moment. But my friend got this for me. He said it is his favorite fragrant plant, and it does. When it blooms during the winter, it smells so good. It smells like a mix of jasmine and bubble gum. Just kind of sounds gross, but I could just sit there and sniff it for hours. Then we've got some hydrangeas over here. This is a PG hydrangea that I grew from leaf, also from seeds from the Denver Botanic Garden that I snagged last year on our visit. This is a little wild clematis. They've got other names for it. Old man's beard, and there's one other I can't remember at the moment. Anyway, this is a little Peggy Martin climbing rose, also from a cutting this spring. Let's see what else is over here. Oh, this is kind of sad, but my sister got this for me. It's a blue sky vine, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I saw a picture of them growing in Florida, and so I stupidly assumed that they were tropical, and I cut it off the fence where it was probably 300 to 500 times the size, and put it in the greenhouse, and it hated it. And right now it's still mad at me, obviously. So I'm hoping it will recover, but turns out it's hardy to 25 degrees. Go figure. But the flowers of it are really beautiful. And a cutting I gave to my friend, hers started blooming this last week. So I'll see if she can send me a pic, and I'll send you one of those too. It's so lovely, and even prettier in person. I just saw it this week for the first time in person, and it's beautiful. And then this is my little row of bulbs, different bulbs, and underground rhizomes and roots and things of that nature. So that should be exciting this spring and fall, or spring and early summer. Let me see here. This is a shrimp. It goes crazy. I love this thing, and it's neat. I don't know why. You might know why. And if you do, I'd love to know why it is darker red in the fall versus a lighter pink in the spring when it blooms. Maybe something having to do with the chlorophyll? I don't know. That's just a guess. And then we got some other little types of calleas here. And little Swiss cheese plant. They also call it a little mini monstera. Some star jasmine. More balsam. You already know what I'm going to do over here. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Probably couldn't even see that well. But you can see how it kind of... Anyway, yeah. So, well, good. I'm glad at least one pop happened. I've got some mums over here, and this is Canterbury Bells. Yeah. Okay. So I bought some seeds for these after you and Kay sent pics of some white. I think they were white. I'm pretty sure white Canterbury Bells that y'all had in a bouquet, and I had never seen them before, and I thought they were so gorgeous, and I found some seeds online and grew them, but I'm guessing it was too hot for them this year, so they didn't bloom. Maybe next year it'll happen. Let's see. This little pink salvia has just been going crazy all year. It's very cute. All the bees love it. And here's some more little randos from seeds I collected from different gardens while we were in Colorado last year. And I have identified them, and I couldn't even tell you now what they are. So, and then this is a celosia from my uncle. This stuff just reseeds, and I think it's so pretty. I just leave it. Makes me happy. Just adds easy color. Let's see. It's time for the little ornamental cabbages. So those are always fun. I got a couple new ones while we were in Oklahoma over Thanksgiving. This is a fig, which somebody gave me a cutting several years ago, and it made a couple figs the first year, and then maybe just 1 or 2 figs the second year, and hasn't made any figs since then. So I probably neglected it on the fertilizer, just trying to be careful not to attract aphids, because that's what I learned this past year, is when a plant starts growing really fast after you fertilize it, that the sugars in the plant start multiplying, and that's what attracts the aphids. So then they come and eat it, which I did not want, but also a fig or 2 would be nice. These are dahlias. My first year growing these, and they bloomed earlier in the spring, or probably late spring, early summer. But the plant's still doing great, and I'll probably dig up the are they rhizomes or something, maybe, once it gets a little colder. This is some firecracker bush from a cutting from my uncle in Houston. His is massive, and the hummingbirds and bees are always at it every time we go to visit. Let's see. This is another fig from a cutting. Jay and I were on a walk one day, and I saw it. It had broken off somebody's fig tree on the sidewalk, and it made me so sad. And so I just picked it up and brought it home and planted it. So now it's growing a new little fig tree. And then this is obedient plant, also from a garden in Colorado, or seeds from a garden in Colorado. And it had these really pretty white flowers this summer. But apparently it reseeds easily. So hopefully, we'll see. And then these are my little newbies that I got in Oklahoma over Thanksgiving. It's been raining, obviously, a lot, but they're just so cute. I love the little black ones. Dark purple. And I'm always down for an ornamental cabbage. They're so cute. Oh, and then this amaranth, also from seed. Still tiny, but I think it'll be really beautiful once it gets bigger, and just the tendrils of the blooms hanging down. This I love this. I'm so excited for this to bloom. I got this at the Wildflower Center, the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center with my friend in the spring. We went to the plant sale there. It is a Eve's necklace tree, and it has kind of like wisteria type flowers on it in the spring. So this one hasn't actually bloomed, but hopefully in the spring it will. I have loved these this year. It's a golden shrimp plant, and my uncle gave me a cutting of this last year, and I've made a bunch of them. They're very happy in the summer, and just add a lot of color and pizzazz to the garden. This is a little oh my gosh, you know what it's called. So common. Anyway, my friend gave me this from a little baby, and it started blooming maybe a month or so ago. So cute. And I love the little new buds on it too. Let's see, more little salvias. Oh, these are really cute. These are called Snow White Gomphrenias, and they're just so fun. Also grew these from seed this year, and they have absolutely exploded. But one of the things I like about them is I think they're just as cute once they die and dry up as they are when they're alive. You can see this one's dead, but you can hardly even tell. And then they have these really cute little white or yellow. Let me see if I can find one with it. These little yellow flowers on them. You can kind of see here. Right there. And they just have this cute little circular pattern when they're in full bloom. They're really cute. It's a little cigar plant that just started blooming recently. My friend's is going crazy. I don't know what we do different, but maybe just the setting. And then some pomegranate trees that I grew from seeds, just from a grocery store pomegranate. Apparently they grow true to seed, so that's fun. And then these lion tails, also from the Denver Botanic Garden, from seeds that I stole while we were there. Let me see if I can pull one of these down here and show them to you, because they're so neat. I didn't expect them to get this big, but they got huge. So apparently they look like lion's tails in the grass. Pretty, huh? Look how fuzzy the petals are. I love that. Just so cute. So cute. And then my hydrangea is still hanging in there, despite being, in the cold upper 30s for a couple nights. And this is a Turk's cap and some Arabian jasmine. These are really cute. I grew these this year for the first time. They're called Morning Glory Split Second. They're kind of like frilly and pink, but they're kind of cute. I like these. Just something different. They look like little girls' dresses with petticoats, which makes me think of the Jack and Stephen, and how the sailors sewed dresses for the little girls, and they would line up their toes along the deck and curtsy to the captain. That's one of my favorite parts that Jay has read me in the whole series. Just so cute. This is my little hydration station for the pollinators. And here's some of the blue glass that you guys gave me. I made this one for the bees and the little stuff that, and wasps and, all the little things that can't get in the big thing of water. And what else do we have? This is some of the passion vine you guys gave me a cutting of. It hasn't bloomed, but it's just covering the fence, which is fun. I sure do wish it would bloom, but maybe next year. And then we got a little bougainvillea over here, and some more rando stuff. Some from Colorado and some from seed packets. But this has been one of my favorites. It just started blooming within the last month. It's Forsythia sage, and it is huge. I mean, look at that. Massive. It's so fun. I have never seen this, and I didn't even remember what it was, but I went to a plant sale at my nephew's elementary school, and I bought this, and I didn't even remember. But the next year it started growing again, and I looked it up, and I recognized the name, but I had no idea it would get this big. I mean, it's just even the leaves are huge, but it's quite stunning. And over here too. So I am very much looking forward to this one going to seed. And then I think these are some Rudbeckia. I'm probably saying that wrong. Over here, just from a wildflower seed packet. Some 4 o'clocks, just different colors. And I think that's pretty much, oh, hang on. One more. Over here, I got these clematis in Oklahoma over 4th of July. And I have loved this one. There are a couple different types. They look different on the tags in the pictures, and I got them home and they have all bloomed somewhat similar. But this one, I love the little like poppy fuzzy center, and it's really cute when the petals fall off because this little fuzzy part stays for a while, and it's very cute. And then here you can see another one I got at the same time, how similar it is, but without the cute little fuzzy center. And then these just started blooming the other day. This is mullein. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. You might have. They have a wild version too called Great Mullein, and people use it for like tea and health stuff. But this one's just from a seed packet. It's a frou-frou mullein, but I thought it was just so cute, and I didn't plant enough, in my opinion, because I read that they could sometimes be invasive, so I took it easy a little bit. But I've only had maybe this plant, possibly one other one, actually survive the initial heat wave. So whatever. And then I love lamb's ear. I want to plant some more lamb's ear seeds too this winter. I just love these. I love the color, the texture, everything. So pretty. Okay, let me open up the greenhouse and I'll show you that.